Welcome. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Slap to the Future, starring Will Smith. Okay? This is another episode of Slap to the Future. I want to tell you guys, I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm a little tired. I took me a monster, but I'm not sure if the monster is going to, get me back to my usual amplified self. But I didn't know. Chris Rock, okay, if you're watching this, sir, if you ever go back and you watch my reactions, you are a very smart dude. Okay, everybody laughed at you last year. But this year, Chris, you are my fucking hero. Rosie in the building. Salute to Rosie. Look, Chris Rock is my hero. Miss Castro in the building. Chris did it again. Now look, nobody told me about this. I did not know that they had a tribute for Adam Sandler. Okay, and Adam Sandler, shout out to you, Adam, because you's a mother effing legend too. You know what I mean? I grew up watching Adam Sandler's movies and Chris and all of them. And Adam, y'all guys would have been known about me if I didn't, grow up in the hood, in the ghetto. I would have been out with y'all. We'd have been doing movies and everything together. Wanda in the building, Wanda. You know what I mean? Doc Jackson in the building. Salute to Doc. New York in the building, guys. I'm a little tired. I have not got any fucking monsters today. Focus on the truth in the building. The truth. And the truth I bring to you guys. Okay? Now, did any of y'all know that they were doing a tribute for Adam Sandler last night? I didn't know this. And Chris Rock came out to bring Adam Sandler out. Like, he came out and said a few jokes or whatever, and which was completely smart and clever. And Chris Rock trolled Will Smith. Before he called out Adam Sandler, he said a couple jokes and he trolled Will Smith. Okay, then this is after the special, the Netflix special. So Chris is so smart. He's still fucking with Will. Will Smith said that he was going to sue him. I knew, and Chris was funny. Oh, you saw it? Chris is still fucking with Will. See, Will, you done slapped the wrong motherfucker. Okay? When you want to slap somebody to the future, Will, don't ever think about smacking nobody with the name Chris. If they name start with a C, don't fuck with them. You know what I mean? DD Lump in the building, salute to ya. With the heart eyes. Smash that like button, guys. Like I said, I was up late last night. Okay, guys? I really didn't get any sleep. I'm hoping I ain't got no coal in my eyes. Marlon in the building. You know what I mean? OG in the building. How you doing, OG? You see, I don't got no monster right now. I stayed up until like 5 o'clock in the morning last night. 5 o'clock in the morning. Can I slap that like button? Please slap that like button. Gaming in the goddamn building. Chris Rock is trolling Will Smith again. And in my opinion, Paul, salute to Paul. He's still destroying Will Smith. Will, you fuck with the wrong motherfucker. Because Chris is still doing it. Yes. Watch Marlon's new jump off. Oh, I got to check it out, Robert, because I saw his stand-up, and he killed him. Marlon killed him to the point that Jaden wanted to slap his nappy beard off. So it's getting crazy. But this surprised me. OG, I did not know they was doing a tribute for Adam Sandler. And if people know this, Chris Rock and Adam Sandler has a lot of movies together. They have a lot of movies together. Like, they go back over 30-something years. I watched it to see, because look, it says look what it says. It says Chris Rock jokes about the Oscar slap in tribute to Adam Sandler. So I'm sitting there waiting for it. Yes, they do. Yes, Marlon killed him. Oh, my God. Man down. Pimp in the goddamn stress. You know what I'm saying? But this was clever though, guys. That's why I said Chris Rock is super smart, super genius. You know what I mean? And like I said, I wish I could have came on here with the monster energy type of thing for you guys. But I really, really stayed up late last night because I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. But I just came across this. So I said, fuck it. I don't care how tired I am. I got to bring this to you guys. He did it in a roundabout way, but the audience cracked up. They knew who he was talking about. Yes, see, Wanda, you on it. You are on it. Cause I was at first, I was like, what did he say about Will? You know what I mean? Much love from Cape Town, South Africa. Salute to South Africa in the building. Thanks for all the love and the hearts. You know what I'm saying? South Africa, we in the building. Chris Rock is a genius. I don't care. Chris, if you're watching this, man, on the playback, you are my comedic hero this year. 2023, you came in this joint hard, firing, shooting shots, slapping, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? And he's still trolling Will. Listen to this shit. This is Adam Sandler's tribute. Salute the big unk in the building. Chris Rock is a real one. Yeah, and Chris is OG, yes, he is a genius. He not even, you know what I'm saying? Even when I watched it, I'm like, okay, where did he get Will at? Where did he talk about the Oscar slap? But you gotta pay attention to what he's saying. And once I listened, I said, oh shit, he like sneak dissed Will in this. So you know Will's somewhere punching the air like Boys in the Hood. Smash that like button, guys. I'm gonna let you guys see this. Chris Rock, you're a genius. And I'm just, man, mad love to you and congratulations to Adam on all your accomplishments. Thank you, man. Slap, what is it? Slap Chris slap and subscribe. Let's get it.
Thanks to Netflix, he's richer than most of us here tonight. Please welcome Chris Rock.
Before I start, Paul Pelosi, the only guy that knows how I felt. All right? Just me and you, Paul.
Hold on, I think he said something right there. I think he said before I start, hold on, I just missed that. He said Paul Pelosi understand, me and you relate. What did he just say right there? Hold on, let's check it out.
Start. Paul Pelosi, the only guy that knows how I felt. All right?
Did y'all catch that? He said Paul Pelosi, the only guy that know how I felt. That was one shot at Will, destroying him. And kindly.
Thanks to Netflix, he's richer than most of us here tonight. Please welcome Chris Rock.
Woo! Before I start, Paul Pelosi, the only guy that knows how I felt. All right? Just me and you, Paul. Just me and you, babe. All right, so I met Sandler. Here's a weird thing. I went to school in the 70s. I was 1972. I was busting school, right? And I was like the only black kid in my school. I was only me and two other black girls. It was just us in Brooklyn. And you know, it wasn't Selma, but it wasn't Selma, but it was like Boston. It's like Boston, right? Now, how many times do you think a kid asked me to hang out at his house? Once. Once in like 16 years. David Moskowitz. The Jews. Nice people. Nice people. So I met Sandler at the comic strip. Here's the thing about the comic strip. I started before Sandler. And it takes about 2 years to get a weekend spot. You know? So I used to stack chairs and mop floors and I do my little spots at very late. And it took forever. It took me 2 years to get a weekend spot at the comic strip. 1 year, I'm gone for about 10 days. Eddie Murphy saw me at the club, flew me to LA. I'm gone for 2 weeks, right? I come back on a Saturday night, and who do I see on stage? Adam Sandler. I'd never seen him before in my life. And we're like kind of the same age, and he's on a weekend, and I'm like, who the is this guy? That he gets a weekend spot so fast, right? So I was supposed to hate him. And I'm watching him, and he does this joke about Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain once scored 100 points in a game. And Sandler does this joke. He goes, here's my impression of the coach of the other team. Who's got Wilt? So I'm watching, it's like the funniest joke in the world. I'm laughing so hard. And I was like,
now y'all see how close him and Adam is. Now Chris Rock just said when he met Adam Sandler like 30 years ago, Adam Sandler had his own like weekend of stand-up. Like at the comedy club, he got his own weekend. So Chris Rock is saying initially he was supposed to be jealous of him. You know what I'm saying? Not like that he just wanted to be jealous, but he's like, man, like how can I get in that spot? But instead, Adam Sandler embraced him and became friends with him, you know, instead of looking down on him. Like, smash that like button, guys.
Sandler does this joke. He goes, here's my impression of the coach of the other team. Who's got Wilt? So I'm watching, it's like the funniest joke in the world. I'm laughing so hard. And I was like, God damn it, this guy's good. And right away, all that jealousy and hate and whatever just like washed away. It's just like, okay. And he comes off stage, we meet, it's the first time we met, then he watches my set, and I did okay. And then the greatest thing in the world, to the guy who no one wanted to play with, Adam goes, hey, we're going over to my dorm, you wanna hang? And he's been letting me hang ever since. And I love the guy because he you know, Jews. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. That's my guy. He's been my guy. I've known this guy for 30 years. And, you know, your kids are here. The Oscars are, you know, they're assholes.
That's a Will Smith shot right there. That's a Will Smith shot right there too. Cause Chris don't have to say this. He just dissed Will and the Oscars. He just said, oh, your kids is here. Then he said the Oscars, they're assholes because of the slap and how they handled it and didn't, you know, comfort him after the slap, but they comfort Will. So this is another shot at Will.
I've known this guy for 30 years. And, you know, your kids are here. The Oscars are, you know, they're assholes. And if they don't want to give my man his props, we will tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest of all time, Mr. Adam Sandler.
See, now listen. Now for the people that say, well, he didn't even destroy Will. You have to look at the facts of what he did. Like, he's killing Will, you know, softly, killing him kindly. This is definitely, he trolled him right there. He said 3 different things that was connected to the Oscars and connected to the Will Smith famous slap. Okay, guys? So Chris is just running circles around Will. Will, you got to come the fuck back. Like I said, talk to Chris. See if you can talk to his people. Say, look, I want to make peace. You know what I'm saying? And I want Chris Rock to be in Bad Boys fucking 4. I think this is the only way. What is it, Bad Boys 3 or Bad Boys 4? I think, Will, this is the only way that motherfuckers is going to go watch it. I'm telling you. That will take Bad Boys to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? And in Bad Boys, Will, I think it should be a scene where you look like you about to haul off and slap Chris Rock, but Chris Rock look at you like a certain way, like nigga, you know you better not. You know what I mean? I think that would be extremely funny. He never mentioned his name. You had to read between the lines. Yes, Wanda Manning, you are absolutely right. Like you had to read between the lines of the shots that he was taking. Chris Rock is super smart. Like I said, we all laughed last year and was like, well, I didn't laugh because I was actually heartbroken because I grew up watching these guys. I've been, you know what I mean? So my feelings was hurt. You know what I mean? Salute the Wax Dog in the goddamn building. Wax, I stayed up all night, man. Like I stayed up all night, and I'm not even going front because I've been watching what's been going on over there in that, you know what I mean, with the back and forth stuff. I just been sitting back watching it with my popcorn, cracking up, man, and I stayed up until like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm actually tired as hell. I gotta go get me a monster to try to wake up out of this shit. But once I saw this Wax with Adam Sandler, Chris Rock is so smart, bro. He set and trolled and sneak diss Will Smith last night at Adam Sandler's tribute. I couldn't find the jokes. Like, I mean, I got what he was saying, like the jokes as far as the story he was telling, but I couldn't find the shit where he was going at Will. Then I had to sit back and listen to it again. I said, oh shit. He said several little things, you know what I'm saying, about the slap and the Oscars and all that. So, man, shout out to Chris Rock. Chris, you are my comedic hero this year. You got it. I don't know, you know what I mean? And shout out to all my other comedian brothers and guys that's doing their thing in that field. And I mean motherfuckers that was really born in, you know what I mean, and been doing it all their life. Shout out to you guys. But Chris Rock, I gotta give it to you. April is be here next week or on a weekend. And you came in this year hard as hell. Last year, everybody was laughing at you, talking about why you ain't do nothing. Why this big motherfucker, why you ain't fight him or bite him or kick him? I was saying the same thing, Chris, but I was more hurt about the whole situation because I still like Will and I still like you, but I just don't like what Will did, and I don't like what Will got allowing Jada Pinkett to do to him. That's what I really don't like. Read between the lines, yup, is for the intelligent. Only a funny, witty person might catch these things. Yeah, you gotta really listen to what he's saying at this Adam Sandler's tribute, and you will hear it. You know what I mean? Knowing their history makes me want to cry. I'm around their age too. Great chemistry. Yes. See, and Rosie, that's how I felt. Will could have been cool, but nope. I mean, you know what I mean? Robbie in this motherfucker building. New York, stand up. You know what I mean? Smash that like button, guys. Man, this right here, like I said, this is just Chris Rock using, how do y'all say strategic? I can't say it like strategic, but this was smart. And to me, in my opinion, I feel like he's destroying Will, but he's destroying him the smart way with comedy, with his gift. Chris Rock is at Adam Sandler's fucking tribute. You know what I'm saying? And Adam and him so tight. Adam said, look, you come out and call me out. You make a tribute. I want you to do a speech at mine. Adam probably knew, look, go ahead, throw some jokes in there about Will. I know you're going to. Because Chris Rock is shining right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is listening for a slap. We are listening for a joke. You know what I mean? And Chris ain't even had to spend that long. This was 4 minutes long. That's all he needed, 4 minutes. And he said like 3 different things that you had to pay attention to. So like I said, once again, man, salute to Chris Rock. Congratulations to Adam Sandler, because Adam is a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he is. He put that work in. You know what I mean? And the motherfucker's funny, too. Tom Cruise keep turning down meetings with Will right now. Read it. I read it the other day. Yeah, listen, I tried to get into that, the Tom Cruise and Will. And what I found was Will Smith wrote in his book that he was kind of like envious of Tom Cruise. Like, not like he wanted to hurt him or physically spit on him or slap him or anything that the family's been doing lately. He just felt like Tom Cruise back in the day, in like the 80s and the 90s and shit, he was out working everybody. Tom Cruise was just getting every role, and Will was saying that he was trying to work hard to try to keep up with Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? So yeah, will lose so much respect from every man. Yeah, Stephen, I know, man. Like it's real hard with the Jada thing, man. I can even forgive Will because Chris Rock clearly he didn't forget, but I think he forgave Will, especially after the way Chris Rock performed at that motherfucking Netflix special. I feel like Chris Rock felt like, yo, I got my shit off. But he'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those things. But I could forgive Will if he just left Jada. If he stopped allowing her to just shit on him. I mean, I could do that. Chris taking shots at Will, he's grinding, yeah, hard. He low key destroying his reputation. Yes, and he doing it like smart as fuck the way he doing it. Tom Cruise still working out everybody. Yeah, Tom is that motherfucker. Tom Cruise is like 150 years old. Still look young as a motherfucker. Like what is it? The top flight or the top? You know what I mean? Slap to the future. We in this motherfucker, man. Y'all gotta smash that like button, guys. We got to get the lights up. You know what I mean? Plant, we in this motherfucker. I believe Jada knows something about Will, and I do too. I'm hearing that too. That she knows something, and Will is just do not want that motherfucker to be revealed. But I need you guys to slap that motherfucking like button. Because listen, for the people who just coming in, I stayed up late last night, guys. I was YouTubed out last night. And all I was doing was watching other content creators. Other content creators that kept me up all night, but those guys had me cracking the fuck up though. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good that I could just sit back and watch and laugh and enjoy other people's content. Will and Puff don't care. Take that, take that, take that. Salute the motherfucking Eeyore Entertainment. We in the building, dude. Listen, man. Chris Rock did it again. He did it again. So smart how he did this shit with Adam Sandler's tribute. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even, like I said, the reason why I say he destroyed Will, because of the way how smart he's doing it. Like he's breaking him down. You know how you gotta start from the head to go down to the bottom. He breaking him down. Soon as he came out, he said a quick joke real fast and said that the one guy, yeah, you remind me of something like we got a lot in common. He was talking about the slap right there. And I was like, damn, I almost missed that. He did it 3 times. Like, watch what he say to the old head right here. Go ahead.
Thanks to Netflix, he's richer than most of us here tonight. Please welcome Chris Rock.
Woo! Before I start, Paul Pelosi, the only guy that knows how I felt. All right?
Y'all heard that? He said Paul Pelosi, the only guy that know how I felt. That was a Will Smith Oscar slap shot straight from the door. That's crazy.
Before I start, Paul Pelosi, the only guy that knows how I felt. All right? Just me and you, Paul. Just me and you, babe. All right, so I met Sandler. Here's a weird thing. I went to school in the 70s. I was 1972. I was bused to school, right? And I was like the only black kid in my school. I was only me and 2 other black girls. It was just us in Brooklyn. And you know, it wasn't Selma, but it wasn't Selma, but it was like Boston. It's like Boston, right? Now, how many times do you think a kid asked me to hang out at his house? Once. Once in like 16 years. David Moskowitz. The Jews. Nice people. Nice people. So I met Sandler at the comic strip. Here's the thing about the comic strip. I started before Sandler. And it takes about 2 years to get a weekend spot. You know? So I used to stack chairs and mop floors, and I do my little spots, and at very late, And it took forever. It took me 2 years to get a weekend spot at the comic strip. What?
And to finish that off, he said it took him 2 years to get a weekend spot at this comedy club, which Adam Sandler had weekends all by himself. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, when Chris Rock said when he was younger, a lot of people didn't want to play with him or be his friend. And it was only like 3 black people that went to the school he went to. You know what I mean? But when he met Adam, he initially felt like he would be, envious of him because he was trying to figure out, how do you get to be performing all weekend? And I've been trying to get just one slot for 2 years. And once they watched each other perform, when Adam Sandler invited Chris Rock to hang out with him. Like, he didn't judge him, he didn't look at him, and befriended him. You know what I mean? This is how I know Adam knew that Chris Rock was gonna be throwing Will Smith jokes. I know it. This is homie. You know what I mean? He definitely knew that. Cause that's like, if you my friend, look, yo, they doing a tribute for me. I want you to be the one to bring me out. And at the same time, I want you to slap Will Smith back to the goddamn future. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, guys, I stayed up real late last night, so I didn't plan to do this show real long. But I promise you, tomorrow I'll be back with a nice, super great, dope show, Slap to the Future. The next episode tomorrow. Chris' mama husband had 2 jobs. Yeah, they was good. Salute to all you guys. Continue to have a blessed week. We're going to keep on working, rock and rolling, doing great shows. Shout out to Chris Rock. You're real smart, man. You're a genius with it. Will, lead that motherfucking hoe. And Adam Sandler, congratulations, man. Do the shirts, the t-shirt. Oh, I will, man. Once I get some goddamn sleep, I'm gonna wake up with nothing but great ideas and shit. Remember the Chappelle show, what the 5 fingers say to the face? That shit said, Will Smith, slap to the future.